sleeps, and neither does Sal Licata. From Flushing in the Bronx to the Meadowlands in MSG, Sal sounds off on the biggest sports news of the day. Welcome to WFAN Daily with Sal Licata.
Let's freaking go! It's not Sal Licata, it is Pete Hoffman, and let's go Rangers, baby! Let me tell you something. That right there was an outrageous win for the New York Rangers. It puts them back in this series. This could have easily gone to the Florida Panthers at any point in time, and that would have destroyed the Rangers. But Shesterkin stood on his head what he needed to. The Rangers still scare the living daylights out of me. Overtime scares the living daylights out of me. But the New York Rangers, off of Barclay Goodrow's stick, took the lead, took the win in OT, and holy crap. Let's be serious right there. That was probably high-sticking, but the same way as Don Larson's perfect game in the World Series, that's never going to get called. And thank God. And that's why we got Barclay Goodrow. Everyone sits there like, did he have the best season this year? No, he wasn't that great. He hasn't really been the best Ranger. But the one thing he has is playoff experience, Stanley Cup experience, and that's it in a nutshell. Holy crap. This was so needed, so necessary. I'm sitting here watching this whole overtime and seeing Adam Fox be shaky, not taking shots on net. Panarin and Kreider look like they're non-existent. They're actually getting puck possession in the overtime, and yet nothing. No shots. No shots. Filipino had a wide open net, and he went full Wheel of Fortune right in the butt. What is going on? Listen, this is not the same old Rangers where everything is shoot the puck, shoot the puck, shoot the puck. But it feels like it all of a sudden. It feels like a lot of guys are getting gun shy. Feels like a lot of, again, Adam Fox hasn't scored a goal in the playoffs in, I think, 24 games, that said. That's outrageous. Panarin feels like he hasn't scored a goal in 24 years. They need more shots on net. That's the end of the story. That's why they put themselves in the situation. You know, you had the original, let's take it all the way back. You get the simple Trocheck goal at the beginning of the game and just mass chaos after, Matthew Tkachuk and the rest of this dirty-ass Florida Panther team, because that's what they are. They're just a bunch of dirty players. Even a clean goal score, and they're all over, whether it's Lafreniere, whether it's Trocheck. I mean, burying his face in the freaking ice. And, listen, they got 2-minute penalty out of it, but guess what the Rangers did? Ugats. They did nothing. The Florida Panthers, and now I'm saying over and over, Florida Panthers, thanks Sal for now getting in my head, but the Panthers penalty kill is good, but it's not that good. It's not that great. It's not as good as the New York Rangers power play. And the problem is the power play looks lost. They're not getting any shots on net. They're not getting anyone in front of the goalie. They're just not getting time. They're not getting possessions. They're not getting any time in the offense. They're getting zero control, and that's going to be a problem for the rest of the series. They have to find a way to create puck possession, whether it's 5-on-5, 5-on-4. Regardless, they get that original goal. They end up getting that power play, and nothing happens. They can't get anything. That's been like the whole game. It feels like they can't get any good shot on net. And then the stupidest penalty on Barclay Goodrow, which looked like it was a little embellishment from the Panthers. I didn't see anything dirty about that play at all. I didn't see anything that should be an interference call. And they put Goodrow in the box. And then, of course, the Panthers score. And it's just typical that all the Panthers do. It's very simple. They do a simple cycle. They get someone behind the net. They put someone in front of the net, and they find a way to get a shot to either stuff it in the front of the net or get someone to screen Shesterkin. It's all they do. They do it every freaking time. And the Rangers right now cannot find a way to stop that, which is, again, going to be a cause of concern. But in the end, huge win for the Rangers. Listen, let's be serious here. I think they said there's been 2 teams in the Eastern Conference Finals that lost games at back-to-back games at home to start the series off and then came back to win. I'm telling you right now, if they would have lost this game, I don't see the Rangers winning. They just don't seem like themselves. They still don't look like the Rangers that swept the Capitals. They don't look like the Rangers that were up 3-0 to the Hurricanes. They look more like the Rangers that lost 2 games in a row to the Hurricanes and then survived Game 6 where Chris Kreider had an amazing game and put it on his back and scored 3 goals, a natural hat trick to take the win and send the Rangers to the Eastern Conference Finals. They've got to adjust. That's what Lavalette has to do. Like, it's time. The Panthers are doing the same thing over and over and over. They're physical. They're scrappy. Listen, they're taking stupid penalties, which is good. That's beneficial. They're not taking enough stupid penalties. Again, the refs are letting some things go. And let me tell you something. There's one guy that I feel like is really a thorn in their side right now, and he's going to be a difference maker. I don't know why. Guy has, 7 points this season in 75 games for Florida Panthers. But Ryan Lundberg, who's 5'9", seems like he's that scrappy, annoying player that's just going to get under the skin. He's going to find the way to score a goal, and it's going to piss the living shit out of me. But for now, we kept him off the board. He doesn't score. He doesn't really do much. But somehow, he's very physical. I mean, they're putting him up against a 6'5" Matt Rempe against a 5'9" Ryan Lundberg, and yet somehow Lundberg's smiling, and he knows I love Rempe, but he still doesn't have his skates. He's not the best skater, whether it's because of his height, his physicality. He's just not perfect. But in the end, it doesn't matter because today the Rangers survived. Thankfully, I honestly watched that game. I don't know how they did it. I forgot who shot the puck, and literally, thank goodness for Shesterkin getting a stick on it that ended up hitting the post. Otherwise, that could have been nighty-night. There were too many people in front of Shesterkin trying to screen him. And again, it's just puck possession for the Panthers is out of control. Even though they didn't shoot a lot out there. They had 25 shots in 3 periods and almost a full overtime. It wasn't like they were getting a lot of shots on net, but they just have control. They constantly have control of the puck. They're able to listen. The Rangers, we know how good they could be off the fast break. But even in the fast breaks, they're not doing anything. They're getting the puck, and then they're whiffing on shots. I don't know who it was. I think it might have been Hedel even. It was Will Culley. Puck flies in the air. He's by himself. Breakaway city. And he skates past the puck. He skated past the puck. I wanted to die inside. I wanted to vomit. This is the problem. This is the problem with overtime hockey. It's too freaking intense. But I'm happy it's 1-1. We said it. Rangers in 7. That's probably what's going to happen. Rangers in 7 because this is not going to be an easy series for anybody. Going back to Florida now. Game on Sunday, 3:00. Honestly, it's going to be the same chippiness, the same dirtiness, whether it's Matthew Tkachuk or Ryan Lundberg or whomever it is. They're going to get in their face, and the Rangers have to do a little bit better job of listen. Matt Rempe was on the ice. He was physical, but it's not enough. He needs to get much, much more aggressive. They're delaying big hits. And by the way, that's the other thing too. Like we're sitting here talking about some over-the-top hits. There was a penalty earlier in the game where it looked like it could have been a 5-minute penalty on the Panthers. I got to be honest, it was clean. It was a clean hit. They talked about maybe making it a 5. They pushed it back to 2. It was really solid. So that's the problem is Panthers are physical. Whether it looks dirty, it's not. It's really clean, which is really frustrating. And it gets under the Rangers' skin. So, yeah, they have their moments of dirtiness from certain players. But then on the other hand, you have it's Jacob Trouba all over again. Look, we have that type of guy that can do that or who used to get called for those, egregious penalties that, he used his elbow, it was a bad hit, blah, blah, blah. Panthers got the same. They have plenty of guys who could just lay out people when needed and do it cleanly. And that's scary because Rangers can't keep possession of the puck. they're not able to, get the fast breaks going because the defense is just too good. Whether it's too good or the Rangers just keep on whiffing, I don't even know anymore. They just can't control any fast break and get a good shot on net. Like, it's not like Bobrovsky's saving like amazing shots here. It's either simple shots right on net, maybe one or two. He's gotten a couple good chances that he needed to prove himself, but it's not like the Rangers are getting these amazing opportunities. You would want them to, you'd like them to. It looks like they should be getting them, and then they choke. And that is something that's got to change. They got lucky tonight. I'll take luck. I'll take puck luck. That is amazing, but this is not going to last them. This is not going to get them 3 more wins versus Panthers. They need to find a way for Panarin, for Kreider, and Filipino. Do not shoot at asses. I'm begging you. You had a wide open net, and I don't know who he hit in the butt, but he did. It was a wide open. Bobrovsky's out. You could have saved some time, saved some frustration. In the end, though, the Rangers won. I don't know if I saw VC back in the lineup. He may be hurt, so you might get Kakko. Kakko was the guy who sat today, and they put Rempe on the ice. If VC's out, I don't know. He took a hit. Again, I don't think it was a bad hit, or I think it was a clean hit, I would say. They didn't get a penalty for it, but he went out, and I don't think he returned. If he did not return, you may see Kakko back in the lineup for Sunday. Either way, it's tied up at 1. That's all you could ask for. Well, you could ask for 2-0 lead going into Florida, but you'll take the tie right now, 1-1. Listen, if you guys want to, I'm going to be on WFAN a little bit later on. Once the Yankee game is over, they do the post game, and then I'll be on 101.9 FM, 660 AM, Odyssey app, wherever you want to. I'll be there. And make sure you call 888-808-1019. That's the new call-in number. I want to hear all of your Ranger calls. If you want to, we can get to the Mets too, because that is, talk about vomit. I vomited when we had to go to the overtime. I vomited when Reed Garrett gave up that grand slam to, I don't even remember who he gave it up to, but it was terrible. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Subscribe to wherever you want to, wherever you get your podcasts. Again, it's Pete Hoppin filling in for Salicata. Follow me at Hoff WFAN on all social media. And again, once the Yankees post game is over on WFAN, I'll be back and let's talk some New York Rangers. Let's go, baby. 1-1 Sunday, 3 p.m. cannot come fast enough. See you guys later.